Hello, Earth human. I was wondering if I could draw a picture of you. I thought you looked really nice. I saw you over there and then I ran over here and I almost got hit by a few cars in the process. I always forget that you're supposed to look both ways before crossing the street. I would be coloring you in with this box of crayons. It's called Colors of Kindness crayons. There's 24 of them in the pack. They're really quite cool. I got this set a few years ago. It's like a collector's edition where I come from. And I'll show you. This is what the inside looks like. So it's got all these different colors of kindness, and it's what I would use to draw you today. I also have this really wonderful sketchbook. It's got a bunch of art from fellow humans and also me. This is mine, this is mine, this one's mine, and this one's mine. And yeah. But I like this one. This one's a dinosaur. They were here before humans, before me and you. Humans. And I really like drawing people in here. I've got a few different people that I've drawn, like this guy and this girl. Oh, these are bugs. I like bugs too. And this girl. This is a pumpkin. I also really like pumpkins. And yeah, I can go ahead and add you to the collection of people that I've drawn. Let me just find a clean page here and start my work. All I need from you is to stay very still. Actually, you don't have to stay very still. You can still breathe and blink and stuff. Just stay relatively still. And, yeah, just be normal, whatever that looks like for you. I gotta figure out my first color. I'm thinking of a purple, maybe. I like purple, it's a good color. Oh, that's brown. It's not purple. I think this one's purple, though. Yes, definitely purple. I think that will work well. Do you have a favorite color? Good. I'm going to start with a circle, because I start with the circle when I draw everybody. Well, every human. And then I go a line down the center, and then I'm going to draw the jaw. This is where I have to start really looking at you. Yes, good. Your ears are like right here. Like that. I can't mess up because with crayon you can't erase it. Your eyebrows. Like that. Your hair sort of sweeps to the side a little bit. And you have a few little flyaways, a few little tufts. Oops, I messed up the hair, but that's okay. Sometimes you mess things up. Sometimes you make mistakes. Like I said, with crayon you can't really erase it, so I'm just sort of trying my best. And I've drawn a few people out on the streets now, but I do find that a lot of people, they don't like it when you draw them very much. So I find that I try to work as quick as possible, so then that way they can't tell me to scram, kid. Because sometimes they do tell me to scram, kid. Anyways, let's just continue here. We're gonna go ahead and grab like just a pinky color just to do a little bit of blush. which I'm noticing is really just like around there. Sort of like that. And I won't color in like your full skin tone, just a sort of like general blushness. Now, I know your hair isn't blue, but I'm thinking for artistic reasons that blue would be the best color to draw your hair with, just purely for artistic reasons. I'm thinking about this shade of blue, and I think that looks pretty good. So, have you ever wanted to have blue hair before? You could look pretty cool with blue hair, I think anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a brown now for your eyeballs. 1, 2. 2 eyeballs, the normal amount for humans. I think my outline needs to be darker, so I'm gonna go back in. Should I go in with this purple or maybe a different one? No, I'm gonna go in with this purple. I wish I had a crayon sharpener because my crayons are quite dull, as you can tell. So they're not as sharp as they once were. And that can be a bit more tricky, I found, to sort of get the look that I want. Just sort of building up the wax here. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Outlining the entire thing. I like the way crayons sound. I like the way the wax sort of comes in contact with the paper. Just sort of focusing here, making sure I did everything right. If I did, then this should go very well. When was the last time that you drew with a crayon? I think people should do it more often. It looks really cute, actually. I think it actually looks quite a bit like you. Doing my best to add details where needed, adding depth and contrast. You know, I'm just so fascinated by humanity in general, human nature, the mundane, and Earth and its history. It's something that a lot of humans overlook. They don't even realize how truly captivating it all is. I think you're very captivating too. And I'm looking at your features and all the ways that they harmoniously come together. It's really quite incredible. You know, humans, they have basic features, nose, lips, but they can come in all sorts of variety of placement, and some people are symmetrical, some people are unsymmetrical, but that doesn't take away from everybody's unique beauty, especially when everybody is unique. And I just, yeah, I'm very just mesmerized by looking at the features of people like me and like you, where everything works together, the planes of the face. And that's why I'm really grateful that you let me draw you today. Like I said, some people aren't so reciprocative. I need to get my translating book or my dictionary to know if that's a word. I think it is reciprocative. I'm gonna go ahead and draw in the background now. I think I'm gonna use this color, which actually kind of matches my hat. Sort of matches the ear of my hat. My hat is kind of broken though, sadly. I bought it at a souvenir shop, and you know how souvenir shops are. They're not always the best quality, but it was a museum souvenir shop. Like an earth museum, yeah. Just an ordinary earth one. And just drawing in the back here, I really like all the colors on earth too. Really condensed. I think there's just some really good ones. What is your favorite earth fact? Yeah, it can be anything. I really like the fact that there are zombie fish. Do you know anything about the zombie fish? Basically, salmon can turn into zombies. It's really cool. I really like Halloween in general too. Anything spooky. That's why I bought this hat. I thought it would be very festive. Even though it's not Halloween yet, I still like to be festive all year round. I just think it's like the coolest time on earth, so I really like to represent. What would you say is your favorite time of on earth, like your favorite time of year? Just trying to find my next perfect color. Just working on coloring in the background and your shirt, so not too important. Just the, you know, it just sort of adds additional sort of clarity on the situation, the drawing that is, and so, okay, just sort of adding that in. And just adding more shading, more detail. It's really nice, actually. I really like this box of crayons. Like I said, there's a ton of really Nice colors. It shows you on the side of the box and on this side of the box all the different colors that it has. And I think that they chose a really good bunch of colors in my opinion. Yeah, I've heard that most humans think that like crayons are kind of childish, but I always thought that they were such a good artistic medium. I thought it was so creative that humans came up with it. And it's kind of sad that not very many people use them, but I get it, I guess. I want to make this perfect before I show you it, so then you'll really like it. And I'm really happy that it'll be in my sketchbook forever. The sketchbook means a lot to me. It represents my travels here on Earth, so I really like looking at it and, you know, just sort of remembering everything. So, anyways. Crayons are pretty unpredictable though. Sometimes it's hard to get the exact color that you wanted, or to get the exact pressure or the exact pigment level that you wanted. So I just try to work slow and patient and just try my best to stay focused, you know, so in that way the piece will turn out, hopefully anyways. But you can get a really cool multicolored sort of look with crayons. You can get this sort of like layering effect that makes it look really alive and vibrant. So I just like grabbing color by color and going slowly, layering and capturing your likeness to the best of my ability. It's not always easy, but it is always fun working through problems and figuring out the best solution, you know. It's definitely fun in my opinion. I don't know about you. And it would be hard to make any two crayon pieces the same, like any two crayon piece looking identical because of how unpredictable their nature is. Trying to make like two crayon pieces look the same, but using two different boxes of crayons, like two different colors selection, two different color palettes. I think that would be quite interesting. It would be quite difficult too as well. Realistically, I don't know. I would definitely struggle with that. But, you know, you could do all sorts of stuff like that, all sorts of unique experiments or whatever. With art in general, you know. And isn't that the beauty of it all? Yeah, the sky is your limit. You can do anything. outlining still. Oh, that's tough. Oh, that. Just sort of. Okay. Made a few mistakes, but I think overall the finished piece is really quite good. I think it actually turned out pretty nice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and close up the crayon box. Put that off to the side. Are you ready to see the finished drawing that I did of you? This is what it looks like. So I did the eyes, got your eyebrows in there, nose, mouth, did the hair, sort of swooping to the side, little tufts just peeking up, did the jaw and the ears, neck, and this is your shirt. And I tried my best to get the best likeness that I could to get something that looked that's at least semi-similar. Definitely made a few anatomy mistakes, a few proportions that I could have fixed up, but overall I think it's pretty cute and I like the way the colors came out. So I hope that you liked it too, and the process wasn't too grueling. I try to draw other things other than humans too, and I try to spend a little bit longer. Got some bear drawings as well. Look, this is a salmon. Pretty cute. And drawing architecture. More pumpkins. Like I said, I really do like pumpkins. And just all sorts of things. Oh, these are some cat drawings, like really quick sketches. Nothing too crazy. Do you know what Ash Baby is? I like Ash Baby, so I drew Ash Baby. But yeah, I have a ton of fun in this sketchbook. And just like playing around. Here's a turtle. And just drawing the things that I see, the things that are around me while I'm traveling here. I get the privilege to be here. And close her on up. Thank you again